Thanks for joining me for today's class. I'm Dr. Andrea Robertson and I've taught barre to over 14,000 clients here in my studio in Adelaide, Australia, as well as countless more online. Today's class is an 18-minute slow abdominal workout. We're going to be laying on the floor the whole time, so the only equipment you need is a yoga mat or carpeted area to lay on the floor. Now this class is slow, so it's perfect for beginners, but it's also a great workout if you're more advanced because you're really going to feel it in your core. If you like what I'm doing here, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe and the notifications bell to be notified every time I release a new video, which is once a week.
And if you'd like to try more of my videos, I have a free PDF and video download called Total Body Tone Up in less than 3 weeks. Just hit the link in the description section right below this video.
All right, let's get into the workout.
So let's start sitting up on our bottoms, nice and tall. Hands come behind your knees. And rock off those sitting bones until you come into a lovely C-curve shape through your abdominals. Big C-curve scoop. Come down until the arms are long. And then take the arms away, reach them out and sink 2 inches deeper. We hold it here, open across the collarbones and slowly lift up an inch. Comes up an inch, down an inch. Up and down, up and down, up and down, just teeny tiny little movements. Up and down, keep that scoop as you come up an inch. Lift and lower. We have 8 more. Down, tiny little movements. Start working through those abs. Lift and lower. Lift and lift. Down an inch. Last 2. Next one, hold it down. Hold it there. Flip the palms to face up. Press the shoulders back. We come up an inch with a bicep curl now. So up and down. We lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lift and lower. Feel those hands resist the air. And press. We press, lower, lift, lower and lift. Down. Up an inch, down an inch. Last 2, we keep the body going. Take the arms high fifth. It goes high fifth slowly for 2. Then low fifth for 2. Up to high fifth for 2. And then come under the legs for 2. We lift up for 2. Just 1 inch movements. Keep it nice and small. And lift. And lower. Keep it going slowly. Now if you're feeling any tension in those hip flexors, bring the legs together and squeeze the midline, which helps turn on the adductors and turn off the hip flexors. Down an inch. Come up an inch. Down an inch. Tempo. We come up and down. Up and down. Press those shoulders down. Keep this into tiny little movements. We come up, down, up. Just 2 more. Then we have a rest. Last one, hold behind your knees, hug it over and pause there for a moment. Let's go into our oblique ab side stretch. So bring one leg out to the side, the other leg comes in towards the groin. Sitting up nice and tall, reach both arms out to second position. Take the opposite hand to your opposite knee and give yourself some tension there, a little bit of counter force. Reach the arm all the way up to 5th. Now let's stretch over for 2 counts. Over for 2 and lengthen up for 2 counts again. Reach it over and lengthen up. This is starting to work our oblique abs. And lengthen nice and tall. Reach up and over. Lengthen to come back up. So scoop it nice and long. Try not to sink through the waist. Reach it over and lift. Hold that counter force with the hand and the knee and lift. Reach it over and lift. Let's take 2 more on this side. Reach over and lift. 1 more. Reach over and lift. Next one we're going to take it to a big stretch. So reach it over, hold it there. Just hold it into the lovely stretch. So bring the body up, open the legs to the other side. So change one leg out, one leg comes in. Open the arms out to second, sitting nice and tall. Big breath in and out. Opposite hand to the knee. Opposite arm up to high fifth. Sit nice and tall. Let's take it to the other side. Here we go. Up and over for 2. Come back for 2. Reach up and over. And slowly back. Feel those oblique abdominals work. And lift. Up and over. And coming back. Keep it going. Lengthen through the body. And lift. Up and over. And lift. Reach it long. And lift. Reach it long. And lift. Let's take 4 more. Reach it long. And lengthen up. Scoop it over. Lengthen out of your waist and lift. Last 2. And lift it tall. Next one. And up. Now on the next one. Up and over and hold it into a big side stretch. Lengthen through the body, lengthen through the arm, hold it there. Enjoy this stretch. And release. Coming up, bring the legs in towards the midline. Lay down onto your back, so knees are bent up, hip distance apart. Arms are long beside your body. We're taking our upper abs slide. Big breath in. And out. So slide the hands towards the feet. Lift up for 2 counts, lifting the shoulder blades off the floor and lower down. Lift up for 2 and lower down, sliding those fingers towards the floor. Lift up for 2 and down for 2. Feeling like there's a peach under your chin to hold some space between the chin and the chest. Lift up for 2, 1 and slide it back down. Slowly lift, just those shoulder blades only coming off the floor. We lift up for 2 and down for 2. Lift up for 2 and down. Keep it going. Slowly lift and lower. We lift and lower. Feel that little scoop through the abdominals as you come up and down. We lift up and down. Slowly lift and lower. Last one and down. So now the obliques to the right side, over to the right for 2 and down, then the left side, over to the left and down for 2, again to the right for 2, 1, slowly lower it down, left 2, 1, scooping through those abs, right side, lift 2, 1, lower down for 2, 1, lift 2, 1, down 2, 1, slowly lift, lift, slowly lower, down and lift, lift, lower, down. We lift up for 2 and down for 2. Last one here, up for 2 and down for 2. Hug those knees into your chest. Feel a nice release there. Pause a moment. And let's come to some Ballet Ab Crunches. So hug those knees in, reach them all the way up to the ceiling, take a slight bend in your knees and then lower them down to your challenge zone, so a little bit away from the midline. Hands behind the head, elbows are wide. Pause here for a moment. Catch your breath. We're going to lift the head off for 2 counts. We come up for 2, 1, slowly down for 2, lift up for 2, slowly down for 2, lift up. Now breathe in as you come down. So inhale here, breathe out as you come up, inhale as you come down, exhale as you come up, inhale as you come down, up for 2 and down for 2. Still feel that little peach under your chin to keep nice alignment of the neck and just the upper body lifting. Now all of these ab positions, you feel like a little bit of a belly button towards the spine, just a 10% contraction, so a very slight contraction of that belly button towards the spine the whole way through. So lift up for 2 and down for 2 and up for 2, and down for 2. Keep it going. Keep those legs slightly hinged away from the midline. Up for 2 and down for 2. Up for 2 and down for 2. Up for 2 and down for 2. Lift for 2 and lower. Keep the elbows wide. Lift up for 2 and down for 2. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Let's take 2 more. Lift up for 2 and down for 2. 1 more. Lift up for 2 and lower down. Hug those knees in. Beautiful. Let's take some single leg extensions. So head, neck and shoulders can be modified down towards the floor and just work the legs, or you might like to lift the head, neck and shoulders off to work the upper abs as well as the lower abs. So bring the legs to tabletop. We want 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees at the knees, and the alignment of the feet doesn't change. So as you stretch one leg out and bring it back in, the feet stay in alignment together. So let's start with these legs. Reach one leg long for 2. Comes back into tabletop for 2. Reach long for 2 and in for 2. You can either keep that head, neck and shoulders off the floor and hands on the legs. Otherwise, keep the body lowered down and in for 2. Slowly reach. Slowly in. One more slow. Then we'll switch legs as we go. So out for 2. Then we switch for 2. Switch. Keep that belly button gently towards the spine. Scoop up through the chest. Switch, 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 and switch, and switch, and switch, switch, and switch. Good. We switch, and switch, switch, and switch. Take 4 more. I know those abs will be burning about now. It's so hard sometimes to work slowly. Last 2 and last 1. Hug those knees into the chest. We have 2 more exercises to go in this little series. Our next one is lift and lowers. So with those knees hugged in, reach them all the way up to the ceiling as a release. Take that micro bend in the knees again and then hinge the legs away from the body. Got 2 options here again to modify. Head, neck and shoulders stay on the floor. For the advancement, lift and scoop that upper chest off, shoulder blades just off the floor. We're going to lower those legs down. So just come down for 2 counts and up for 2. Down, up, up, down, down, lift, lower, lift, and lower. Tiny movements up, movements down, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Last one, hug those knees in. Pause there and have a tiny rest. Those lift and lowers are quite challenging. Place the feet back to the floor. Hands interlaced behind the head, elbows are wide for our ab circles. So lift up to the right side, circle up to the center, circle around to the left, and lower down. Keep it going to one side. Scoop it up to the right, lift up to the center, lift over to the left, and lower down. Lift up to the right. Keep going and lift to the center. Try not to drop. Lift to the left and lower down to the center. Lift up to the right. Lift to the center. Lift to the left. Let's take 4 now to the left. We circle lift to the left. Lift to the center. Lift over to the right and lower down. Feel that belly button gently towards the spine. Keep those elbows nice and wide and over. Lower down 2 more times. Lift over to the left. Scoop center. To the right. and lower down. Lift left and center to the right and lower down. Hug those knees into the chest. Have a little pause there. I did say that was the last exercise, but I'd love to do one more. So hands behind your knees, rock up to sitting and come around onto your hands and knees. Set up your hands right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. Gently feel your belly button lifting up towards your spine. Just hold that little contraction there for 4 counts. And then let the belly relax. Scoop the belly up again, lift for 4 counts, hold it up. And allow the belly then to relax down. Let's do this again. Lift the belly up for 4 counts. And lower the belly down for 4 counts. Next time we're going to add on. So lift the belly up. Reach the right arm out long. Lower the right arm down. Let the belly relax. Let's do the left arm. So belly lifts for 2. Left arm reaches out long for 2. Arm lowers for 2. Belly relaxes. Now the right arm, add the right leg if you wish. Up with the belly. Right arm and opposite leg comes down. Relax the belly. Left arm. Scoop the belly up. Left arm, right leg reaches long. Lower them down. And belly relaxes. Again, belly lifts, opposite arm and leg. Right arm, reach. It lowers down. Belly relaxes. Pause here for a moment. Belly lifts. Left arm, right leg. Lower them down. Belly relaxes. And set back to child's pose. We'll hold it here for a lovely little stretch. So hold the child's pose, hips back towards your heels, reach the arms long. Walk the hands over towards the right side, allow the hips to fall off to the left. Come back through the center and arms reach over towards the left side, hips falling off to the right. Come back to the center. Walk yourself down so you're laying completely on the floor with your tummy and sit up towards a Cobra Stretch. Just lengthening and stretching those abdominals a little. Shoulders back, feel length at the back of your neck. And if available for you here, feel free to press all the way up. Big stretch and stretching through the abs. Big back extension. Then slowly lower down. Press your hips back towards your heels, rock up onto your toes into a little crouch down position. Slowly curl up through your vertebrae one at a time, all the way up to standing. Find a little spot off your mat and we'll take a little balance ending. So feet in parallel, shoulders back, tummies in, rise up. Parallel releve arms to first. Lift them all the way up to fifth. Hold it here. Open one arm out to the side, look your head over in that direction. Come back through the midline. Up and open to the other side. Back through the midline. Open the arms out, big breath in. And release as you lower down. Thank you, I'll see you next time.
Thanks so much for working out with me today. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe and the notifications bell to be notified of when I release a new video, which is every single week. See you next time.